Oh, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Today is Monday, December 18th, 2023, and we are here for our land use hearing in the hearing room for the Board of County Commissioners at our Larimer County Administrative Services Building here in Fort Collins. I call this meeting to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for joining us for our land use hearing today. As I said before, I am Larimer County Commissioner Jody Shad McNally, and I am Chair of the Board of County Commissioners. I'm joined by my colleague, Larimer County Commissioner Kristen Stevens, and our colleague, Commissioner John Cafellas, will not be joining us today. So we are here for a land use hearings, and we have one tabled item that on our consent agenda, we have no discussion items. We have one item that's been tabled to January 8th, 2023. And then we have one item for amended plats of lots 1 and 2 of the Lambert Minor Residential Development MRD file number 23-LEND 43658. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to our director. Oh, I'm sorry. Also joining us today. Sorry, it's Monday. We have our clerk to the board, Tessa Beatty, and our county attorney, Frank Haug. We have Samantha Lasher from our planning department. We also have Rebecca Everett, our director of community development, who will now kind of walk us through how this looks for how people can participate today. And then I'll talk about our consent agenda. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Chair Shattuck McNally. And if I could just pause, we have a little bit of a technical issue. It was just pointed out to us that we can't hear on Zoom at the moment. Right now, it's only staff that's on Zoom, but I think that might help, Cassidy, if FCTV is unmuted. Okay, I think I fixed the echo as well. All right. Thank you for joining us today. I will give an abbreviated overview of the procedures since we don't have any members of the public online and we have just a few people in the room. So we do ask that any electronic devices are silenced. We have copies of the agenda up here on the wall to the right of the entrance. And we do have assisted listening devices and microphones available if needed as accommodations. Please wait to speak until you are recognized by the chair on an item, and please make all comments directly to the Board of County Commissioners from the podium. For those who are on Zoom, you will be muted until you are recognized by the chair, and if you wish to speak or request a consent item to be removed and discussed, please use the raise hand function on the Zoom control bar. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca, for those instructions. And like I said, we have sorry, I'm trying to mute my computer. I apologize, everybody. We have one item on our consent agenda. We do have the table, again, for members of the public, we have a tabled items to January 8th of the E. Lincoln Storage Facility SP. Review and appeal, file number 21-CONE3044. And then we also now have one, that's tabled to January 8th. We have a public hearing consent item, the amended plats of lots 1 and 2 of the Lambert Minor Residential MRD file number 23-LAND 4385. So let me just talk a little bit about the consent agenda real quick, just for those people who are probably new to our land use hearings. For the public's knowledge, consent agenda items are land use proposals where the applicant and the planning development services team are in agreement with the details of the proposal and recommendations. And furthermore, consent items are presented when there's no known opposition and they are approved collectively without a full hearing. And the consent agenda item can be pulled from by one of the commissioners or a member of the public. From the consent agenda. And I will ask now if any of my colleague, Commissioner Stevens, do you wish to pull this only item on our consent agenda off?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. I do not. So I'll now open this up to the public. Is there anyone in the room who wishes to pull this off the consent agenda to be considered separately with a full hearing?
I don't want to pull it up. I'm Brandon Weiss. Okay.
So, sir, are you wishing to pull this off the agenda?
No. I just want to ask, my name is Walter Huang. I'm the neighbor to their property.
And you probably wouldn't be able to speak unless we had public comments. So unless you're asking for this to be pulled off, so there'd be a full hearing and an opportunity to speak, this would not be pulled. This would just be approved on the consent agenda. Are you wishing to pull this off? Do you have concerns about this land use item?
No.
Okay.
No, I just wondered what they wanted to do for their long-term plan for the down to commercial. When they done the commercial, what they gonna use it?
Okay,
Or
so
how-
that might be something, unless you want this item to be pulled off the agenda, we don't have an opportunity for public comments.
Oh, I
But
see.
maybe staff, but if you wish for this to be pulled off and go into a full hearing, you can ask some of those questions, but that's something also that staff and the attorney might be able to answer
Yeah,
if you have
okay.
those questions.
Okay.
But if you wish to, and you have a concern about this, you do have the opportunity as a member of the public to pull this off the agenda and have a full hearing if you wish.
Okay, no. I just see how we can work with that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you
So
work,
I
I'll
can
let you
talk
talk
to
with
the-
staff afterwards when we're done. Thank you. Okay, so with that, any other people online and anyone else who would like to pull this off the agenda?
We do not have any members of the public online.
Okay, so seeing none, I will ask Commissioner Stevens to make that motion to approve this item on the consent agenda.
Yes, Madam Chair, I move to approve the item on the consent agenda, subject to the conditions in the staff reports, and further move to authorize the chair to sign the findings and resolutions.
Thank you, Commissioner Stevens. Any further discussion? So with no other further discussion, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda? Aye. That is approved 2-0. And with no further business at 3:07, we are adjourned. Thank you. And thank you. Happy holidays, everyone.